Good morning, Isaac and JT. It is Monday. And did you know that Haruki Murakami is one of the most popular Japanese authors in the world? And one of the short stories that he wrote is called The Year of Spaghetti. So in the story, this guy is really sad, and he's so sad that he cooks spaghetti for an entire year. In 1971, I cooked spaghetti to live and lived to cook spaghetti. As a rule, I cooked spaghetti and ate it alone. Spring, summer, and fall. I cooked away as if cooking spaghetti were an act of revenge. She held her breath for a long time, then slowly breathed out. There's no way you can know this, but I'm really in trouble. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry, I said, but I've got the spaghetti going, so... That's why I kept on cooking spaghetti, all by myself, in that huge pot, big enough to hold a German shepherd. Can you imagine how astonished the Italians would be if they knew what they were exporting in 1971 was really loneliness? But in light of all of this sadness and all of this spaghetti, today I am going to make spaghetti! So these are the ingredients I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using spaghetti. I'm going to be using ragu sauteed onion tomato sauce. And I'm also going to use 1 pound of ground chuck beef. So as it turns out, spaghetti is not all that difficult to make. I'm making it tonight probably because, well, I just have this stuff and I need to eat this food. And also, I think spaghetti is really delicious. So the first thing that we need to do is boil the water. So while that's boiling, we're going to cook the beef. Now this beef that's wrapped up in this interesting tube like this has always kind of scared me because it seemed like it was just extra processed or something like that. So I always kind of worried, like, you know, this is the stuff that's not as good as everything else because it's not in that package, like all the other meats kind of come in. So right now I am cutting the tube open and squeezing the beef out, kind of like cookie dough, except you actually cannot eat this raw. This would cause some problems. So there's my beef tube. So my noodles are cooked. Beef is cooked. So now I'm pouring my sauce into my beef. I'm going to let the sauce sit in this pan with this beef for about 5 minutes because I would like for the beef to absorb some of the sauce, and I also want to give the sauce a chance to heat up. So while my sauce and my meat are getting to know each other, I'd like to go a little bit more into that book. I think that the guy was really sad because at one point he was with this girl and this girl was having some problems, but he was so busy making his spaghetti he wasn't mindful of her needs. She basically broke up with him because he made spaghetti instead of hanging out with her, and to deal with that he just ate spaghetti for forever. I'd also like to add on a personal note that I love spaghetti and I really love my mom's spaghetti. I haven't had spaghetti that my mother has made in so long. It's like my favorite thing that she makes, but she doesn't tend to make spaghetti anymore because my stepdad and my 3 younger siblings don't like pasta or spaghetti or any of that, and it's very sad because my mother's spaghetti is awesome. And then you know you gotta cheese it, and we're gonna want some lemonade to go with that. And so here's my dinner. Isaac, I'm going to see you on Wednesday, but be sure to watch my vlog next week when I tackle the leftovers.